I wasn't really going to make a video of this, but you know what? If you don't know how to fix these, then maybe that's why I decided to make this video. Here's a door knob that fits right on there, but every time we opened it, it was kind of loose, and I even went on the back side and I tried to tighten it up as tight as I could with the screwdriver, and I couldn't get it any tighter, and it still slightly spun. And I thought that's because the screw that's in it, was sticking out too far. The threads were sticking out just slightly too far, and there was no way I could tighten it up any further because it was bottoming out. Oh, now I can't get it out. Come on. Here it comes. And I thought, I'm sure they've taken a screw and cut it with a hacksaw or something. And see, this screw came with it, and there's a little indentation right there. You could snap that off if you only needed that long, or you'd have to cut it off, and it looks like they took a pair of cutters and they just cut it where they thought they needed it, see? And they did that on both of them, and this one is barely short enough to where I can tighten that one up. And I thought, what am I going to have to do? I could go to the store. I could go to the store and get another one of these, and I would have to take this and get one just a hair shorter than this. But I thought, there's got to be another way I can fix this. How can I do it? I thought, okay, I can put a washer. If I put this in here, before I put it in, I could get a washer or something and pull this towards the back side. One washer or even two washers. And I thought, okay, I'll have to run to the store and get them. But guess what? I thought, you know what? I think I've got something that'll work. And I dug down deep in my nail bag, and I got this. You see this? See how it looks like I snapped it off on something, and I saved that. I thought, I'm going to save that in case I ever need it as a washer. And they had electrical outlets, duplex receptacles like this. This happens to be a light switch, and if you ever install these in a cut-in box, you know you've got to pull these tabs off, and there's a little indentation right there and right across there, and you twist that back and forth and that pops off. Now see, this one is not exactly round like that one, is it? It's just slightly square, but you could use that in a pinch on the back side. So whenever I took those off, this was the old style, and see, they were just round. They didn't have that square oopsie on it like that. And I kept those, and I had all kinds of them, because I used to put in lots of cut-in boxes, and then when you put a cut-in box in, you have to cut these little tabs off. See here, I got 3 of them here, and I had 8 or 9 of them, and I thought, I wonder if that will fit on here, and it does. Okay, and I can use that as a washer, and it was just about that much, if not just a hair shorter. And I'm going to try just one and see. Now, if you don't know what a cut-in box is, or you don't have something like that, you can run to the store and get something. Some small little washers, okay? That's it. That's all it took. Nice and tight now. Just that little bit. I've had other ones where I've done the same thing. Taken a little washer and fixed it instead of going back to the store, because sometimes you find something and maybe it's just a hair too short, or a hair too long. If you find one with the hair too long, you know what to do now, don't you? You do that, and I checked all the other cabinets, and I'm pretty good. This one over here, this one seemed to be loose before, but I tightened it up on the back side, and if it happens to get loose again, I'll know why. Okay, because maybe it's bottoming out, and I might have to take a washer and fix it. Okay, so there is your tip for today. Grab yourself some little washers, or save your little ears and use these as washers. I can't tell you how many times I've used these when I cut them off the tabs for an electrical outlet when I put it in a cut-in box. Because see, when you put it in a cut-in box, I wish I had a cut-in box here to show you. There's a little indentation in there, and it's designed so that you take these tabs off, and then the notch is just wide enough to fit something like that, and then that pushes it in. Because if you keep the tabs on and you're installing it in a cut-in box, guess what happens? Your cover plate lots of times wants to stick out away from the wall just ever so slightly because of just that little bit. Okay? So now you know. Yeah, ever since we moved into this house, I knew this handle was loose, and I like to go around the house whenever I can and check. I went ahead and checked all of those knobs. I even checked those handles. That type of handle there, they're all attached with screws on the back side, and I checked all of those. And I like to do that every once in a while. All of your cabinets, any cabinets that have handles or that have door pulls, okay, you can check those that same way. And if you ever have something that needs to be fixed, now see, that one there is loose, and in fact I think I can just tighten it here. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Sometimes you don't hold it exactly straight and tighten it up. It's not going to be straight, but then you can straighten it out. Okay. Now I've checked all of them in the house. I say I've checked all of them in the house. I guess I didn't check this one either. There. Okay. And I went around and checked everything, and if I can't get them, then I know that they've done the same thing that they did to this other cabinet. Sometimes that happens where you lose a screw, or maybe the screw gets all worn out, and the back side of this, see, the back side of this where the threads are, that could have gotten kind of stripped a little bit, kind of wonky, and so when you had a shorter screw, maybe it didn't tighten up all the way and spun. I've had that happen before too. So then you have to get a longer screw, but then if you don't cut it off exactly right, or if you can't find one at the store exactly right, now you know what you can do. Just take these little washers, and you can buy washers any size at the store. You can buy probably an 8-pack, 10-pack, whatever. But I'm going to save these. I didn't have to run to the store, and I got it fixed. Mommy, she's going to be surprised when she gets back, because it's been a little pet peeve of hers too. She kept saying, hey, that handle's loose. When are you going to fix that? Can you fix that? Is it possible? And I said, I've tried. And she went over with the screwdriver, and she said, if I can get this, I'm not going to be too happy. And I just sat there. I thought, okay, fine, go try it. Of course, she couldn't get it tight. She's like, oh, something's wrong with that. She quieted down right away. And I thought, hey, not on my watch. I'm going to fix this right now. And how can I do it without running to the store? And I figured it out, and I got her done. That's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos.